5 is changing the face of literacy for young Mid-South students, helping them read, become more fluent, and comprehend what they read. Joining us this morning, the woman who is seeing the amazing results right in front of her face. She's here to share with us what she has discovered, and trust me, it will amaze you. Patricia McNair. Good morning to you, Patricia.
Thank
you so much for being with us. And these are indeed amazing results.
Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, I am impressed. And we spoke a little bit yesterday. Having a daughter that's 11, or, well, 10, just turned 10, in fact, she's going through that reading and comprehension. And I didn't realize how important it was.
Yes.
Tell us what you discovered from this.
I discovered that it is extremely important for kids to be able to read well and to comprehend what they read. And the reason for that is it's the basis of all other learning. Even with math today, when we look at Common Core math, it involves a lot of reading.
Right.
So if you're unable to understand the directions, and even as adults, if we're unable to understand the directions, then we have no basis to knowing what to do. So reading in itself is so very crucial, especially for crime as well. Because if kids are unable to read, they're not going to graduate. And if they don't graduate, there's an 80% chance they're going to end up in prison. So we can put a stop to that by closing that gap. And so I wrote a curriculum. It's called Literacy to Success.
Wonderful.
And this is the curriculum that we use this summer to help with that. And the way it works is written for kids older. I wrote it for kids grades 3 through 8, but it's also applicable to high school kids. I've had so many high school teachers come to me and tell me that their kids can't read either. So this uses an approach where it bypasses the small thing that you see in kindergarten or first grade, but it's written at a way to pull in the children that are older. And they learn in record time, just like they did this summer.
Wow, and tell our viewers about that.
Okay, well, we 5 for 5, we sponsored a literacy camp this summer. And it was so awesome. God is so good.
Indeed.
In 21 hours from just teacher assistants teaching the program, the kids grew at least one grade level in their reading.
That's amazing. One grade level, and that's 90 minutes a day.
Yes, and that's equivalent to 21 hours because we only worked for 20 days in the month of June.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I know that you, as an educator, a longtime educator, you knew the results would be amazing, but did you have any idea it would be this amazing?
No, and I'm sorry, 16 days because we didn't do any Fridays, but it was 16 days. I was just amazed because some of the kids that we have were emotionally disturbed, and they still learn. They still learn to read. So it was just magnificent. And as an educator and as the author of Literacy to Success, it was difficult not to be the teacher in the room, but I had to trust the assistants that were there because I wanted to show everyone that it doesn't take a lot for kids to close the gap. We just need people committed to doing it. A high school diploma, reading well themselves, and then have a high expectation that every child can learn to read. Every child can learn.
Right, so people can get involved in this program, and you need people to get involved. In fact, tell us about that.
Yes, we have a website. It's the same website we use for our housing, 5for5memphis.org. And what we would like is for people to volunteer or volunteer time or volunteer money to purchase the licensure for the curriculum. And so if you can't give your time, maybe donate $5 a month. Donate what you can, your time or money. And so what we want to see is a bigger difference for the kids.
And in fact, some schools, and this is one of the families that has been awarded one of your homes through your program, but the kids that are involved in this program have done so well, and you've restored so many communities that other educators are taking note, right? And Shelby County they contacted you.
Yes. In fact, there have been 2 schools so far. I've had a response from about 4. I've committed myself to bring the curriculum into 2 schools so far. One of them being Georgian Hills Elementary School, one of the ASD schools, and then another being Kingsbury High School. And
Fabulous.
as you know, Kingsbury High School has a high amount of ELL learners.
Right.
And guess what? This is great for ELL learners.
Now, ELL is?
English language learners.
Right.
So that means that English is not your first language.
Okay.
And here you are, you're here in America. You might have difficulty with that as a student. And then what that does is it allows the kids to find a way to learn.
Yeah. Literacy to Success, a proven literacy program that closes the gap for lagging readers in grades 3 through 8. Patricia, it is a pleasure having you back on the show, and we're going to check back in with you because I think your program's doing amazing things for amazing kids in the Mid-South.
Thank you.
So thank you so much. Check it out, get involved, help a Mid-South child with their reading program, and you can truly make a life difference. Coming up, fine furniture doesn't have to be